I recently watched Deadpool and Wolverine for the first time, and let's talk about it. So Deadpool and Wolverine, when it came out, it was heralded as one of the best Marvel movies ever. This was the movie that said people that, oh yeah guys, Marvel is back. And after watching this, I can see why people thought that. Well, looking at most Marvel movies, I think people can agree that even during its prime, the MCU, they made a lot of like 6, 7, 8 out of 10 movies, with very few exceptions of like 9 or 10 out of 10 movies. And Deadpool and Wolverine, I would say it's in the categories like, yes, this movie is good, but also really not that great and amazing. Like, I'm giving this movie 7 out of 10. There are a lot of elements of this film that I like. For one, I do like Deadpool's character, how he's trying to save his world, and how he has no idea what he's doing because he's Deadpool. And also, I do like some of the side characters in the movie, more specifically Gambit. I thought Gambit was really funny, and I have to say, if we're talking about funny, this movie is hilarious. But this film also has so many things that I don't care about. For one, the villain being Cassandra Nova, I thought Cassandra was a terrible villain, not gonna lie. Cassandra, she's just there to be evil, and I never found her to be that entertaining. I'm fine for a villain who's evil for the sake of being evil, but if you're gonna be that kind of villain, then at least be fun, and I never found Cassandra Nova to be fun to warrant that. Also, this version of Wolverine is said to be the worst version of Wolverine. I also found him to be very underwhelming for the fact that we know his backstory. His backstory isn't even that sad relative to what other Wolverines have been in other universes. The backstory for the worst Wolverine in the multiverse is the fact that one time, this Wolverine, he went out drinking, and the X-Men team, they died, and he was not there to save them. Which is like, yes, that's sad, but I don't think that warrants that as you being the worst Wolverine ever. I'm just saying, there is a version of Wolverine out there that actually slaughtered all the X-Men. That was Old Man Logan in the comics. And we did see a version of Old Man Logan when Deadpool was actually scouring through the multiverse to find a Wolverine. So, there is a Wolverine out there that killed all the X-Men, and he's not labeled the worst. Just overall, I found this version of Wolverine to be underwhelming for what he is. That said, though, I will say that for the last act of this movie where these two, they work together by like holding hands and trying to save that universe, and like Cassandra Nova doing her own thing, I thought that was pretty entertaining to watch. Overall, looking at Deadpool and Wolverine, this is a very funny movie. This is not a bad movie by any means. At the same time, though, I would not call this one of the best MCU movies ever. This is a good, average Marvel movie. I'm giving this movie a 7 out of 10.